for all the folks that can't make it because we are international. We are
national.
Yeah.
Now, do I call you T or you may call you Bankteller?
BT. It's just BT.
You want me BT? Yeah? Okay, I'll call you BT. I like it.
Yeah. Nice.
BT,
nice.
what's up?
Short and sweet. Hey, what's up,
that.
Darcy?
Hey, people call me DD, double D. So BT and double D, that sounds like an awesome restaurant, doesn't it?
Oh my God. That sounds like a lot of things. That sounds like a lot of things.
Yeah, it sounds like you get your double burger and a BLT all in one.
Right.
Delicious.
Exactly.
See?
Exactly.
There you go.
So as you can see, I'm still very much in Web3 mode. I'm not in Hollywood mode like you. See, this would all be black if I was in Hollywood mode, as you know.
Right. I like the salt and pepper. It's sexy, very sexy. I like it.
I'm color coordinated at least, so got to do that.
See, we could start a new trend. I have a red carpet event. I have to be. Well, I like believe in always, going over. If people are wearing pants, I'm going to wear a dress. If people are wearing a dress, I'm going to wear a prom dress, or I'm going to wear a big, something that goes above and beyond. I'm like the disco ball queen. I just believe that, and I do believe, and always in business, putting your best foot forth. That's one thing that I did a speaking event, and I talked about that. Dress to the nines, and always put your best foot forward in business. And I got to tell everybody, we're not filming. Are we filming now? Are we live?
Yeah, we're recording now. Yeah,
we're recording. Okay. Well, hey, everybody. Take two. No.
Yeah, I
didn't. Go ahead.
I didn't know. I think we have about an hour. Do we have about an hour?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Perfect. Yeah. So, in case any of you guys don't know, this is the illustrious Darcy Donovan, star of stage, screen, music, big into crypto, producer, entrepreneur, does a lot of stuff in philanthropy as well. Yeah, and you might have seen her in some of your favorite movies and your favorite television shows. There it is. Got a new book out. All that. Yep. Yeah. So, Darcy, you could do a much better job of introducing yourself than I can. So why don't you just start with just letting everybody know who you are?
Sure. Well, I've got to tell you first, I'm so excited to be here. I love BT. He's amazing. He's so professional, and he's a lot of fun. And he's just got, you meet people and you're just like, I want to work with you because he's just a good person, and you can feel that energy coming through. So I want to say that first. Plus,
thank you.
Yeah. Plus, when he said elephants, he also said his mom has a ton of elephants. I'm so excited about, elephant money because, my mother has always ingrained to me. I mean, I'm serious. We'll have to take a picture of her house. She has elephants all over the place. And her thing is because elephants are always they're very family oriented. So that's the thing that I've noticed with, BT and the community is that he wants it to be like that. Family oriented, community is so important. And, that's why it's it's almost like that's the token, the animal token for everything. I love it. The spirit animal of the community is the elephant. And I love that. A little bit about myself. I tell people, cause I have quite a few, I have a extensive resume. So I tell people just Google me, but I'm not going to say that here. I'm going to say it, but I am a film and television actress. You may have seen me in Anchorman, Modern Family, Parks and Recreation. My Name is Earl, Entourage, Nick Tug, Bones. Those are just a few of the shows I've been in. I was also a former Miss Nashville, Tennessee. I have a book that I guess you saw earlier, best-selling author. I got that. We sold out of our book. So that was great. Platinum selling artist. Yes, I did the music thing too. And, the media and my community and everybody has named me the crypto queen of Web3 space. So for my work in Web3, as well as, I'm a social media mogul with over 7 million fans worldwide. And that was quite a mouthful. So I hope that answers the question. Oh, and I do a lot of charity work. I'm very big on all kinds of work with charities, with domestic violence for women, for children, sexual abuse for kids. Also I'm a huge advocate of animals. BT and I, when we had our meeting, we discussed about, there is a huge elephant sanctuary that's actually located in Nashville, Tennessee. My mother has been, always clamoring at me, Darcy, please help this elephant sanctuary. So he was like, that was something he was really interested in. He says, we need to talk. And I said, well, we need to get the media involved in everything, because these are animals that, have been abused or are, have been in the circus round and, have just really, really had a tough go. And so, they're kind of be rehabilitated, and they go to the sanctuary, and it's just so sweet to, I've seen it. So it's really sweet to see, the mama and the babies, and, one that was abused really bad. I mean, he always carries a tire around with him. That's like his little, cuddle buddy. And it's just, it's sad what goes on, but when, you have a great community, you can make great things happen. So I'm very excited for everything we're doing. And him and I have discussed the charity aspect of it. So that's great. And just so you all know, again, I'm a huge animal lover. I have 6 dogs. One of them passed away not too long ago. I was devastated. So I'm on the hunt to get another one. And I'm very excited about that. But they're my little precious babies. And so, I'm going to tell everybody, if you're depressed, sad, go to the pound and get an animal today, and you will not regret it. But anyway, we'll cut that off.
That's awesome. Darcy, share for everybody, where'd you grow up? What was your childhood like? You got brothers and sisters and stuff like that?
I have 3 brothers. And so basically 3 brothers, so that's why I kind of I dress like a girl. I am a girl, but I was just saying that I dress, but I'm very tomboyish. So, you would see me when I was a kid, playing with the mud and the snakes and the frogs, but yet I had this frilly outfit on, and, I was kind of weird. I was like an anomaly. But, I've, for as long as I've been an entertainer ever since I was a little kid. I enjoyed making people laugh. My mom thought I was going to go down be a comedian when I was a kid, because she's like, I was always kind of the clown, so, and music has always been in my blood. And then when I was a kid, I grew up in Nashville, Tennessee, just so everybody knows. So I'm a Southern girl at heart, but, with a backbone. So, yep. I have an adopted sister. She's like my best friend in the world. My family adopted her. So, that's the other thing. And so, that's pretty much it. I mean, I was born in Miami, Florida. My dad was a professional baseball player. That's what he was going for the Cubs. So I hope anybody likes the Cubs. That's when my dad was going to be play shortstop and third base for them. So they, got married, went to Miami, Florida. And then unfortunately they divorced, 2 years later, and then moved back. My mom moved back to Nashville. So, that's it. I mean, but, born and raised, in Florida, but Nashville's that's all I really know. So that's my stomping ground.
That's a great place. Bitcoin Magazine headquarters, right? And Bitcoin 2024 is going to be happening in Nashville. So that's going to be awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. I am in LA now. I've been bi-coastal for many, many years. And then it's just kind of like, I still have a place there, but I'm here. My mom watches it because I'm here pretty much 24/7. So right. LA just, between, also too, I started out on a soap. I immediately came to LA and got in a soap. And then from being in a soap, that kind of catapulted me to other areas, if that makes sense.
Which soap was it?
Passions. I was on Passions for a long time.
Passions.
Yeah.
I watched a lot of General Hospital with my grandmother.
Oh yeah, General Hospital. I mean, it got a lot of people came out of that very famous.
Yes.
I mean, you had Ricky
Oh,
Martin,
yeah.
Brad Pitt, Demi Moore was on there.
Yeah.
Golly, I mean, everybody and their mother was on General Hospital for a long time. Yeah, it is. It
Luke
is.
and Laura.
Right.
I'm dating myself. Luke and Laura.
Oh my God, Luke and Laura. That was, I mean, listen, now their wedding was as big as Princess Diana's wedding. For those of you who don't know, it was anybody talks about, if you were in soaps, you knew that. That's like the biggest wedding ever. There were Luke and Laura, everybody talked about Luke and Laura. They were a couple, and their chemistry were so good on camera that it's like you wanted those characters to be together. And so when they got married, I mean, I remember, my mom still talks about that. I remember that.
Luke had pretty good hair too. He had nice hair.
Yeah, he did.
Remember the perm?
Yeah, the perm. Oh my God. It's kind of, it was kind of Krusty the Clownish if he had a cousin, wasn't it? But for some reason it didn't look bad on him.
No, not at all. Oh, that's great. So you're busy out in LA, and a lot of that's because you have a production company.
Yes.
And you also have your own crypto project. So tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I'm actually pretty in depth, like when it comes to Web3. I'm right now with Star Dogs. I was like, I want to bring Hollywood to Web3. So it's like Star Dogs. The name is Star Dogs, but it's your golden ticket to Hollywood. So the project actually started out with my dog, Max. So if you go on stardogs.com now, it's not DOGS, it's like, Snoop, because Snoop's a buddy of mine. So it's like Star Dog, like DAWGS. So Randy Jackson always like, what's up, dog? So my mom's always saying that. She's like, what's up, dog? So dog, Star Dog. But Max, I rescued Max. So he's been like the star of my life. So I kind of came up with Star Dog, like a star in your life. So you can find out about the origin if you go on stardogs.com. But the project's really like cutting through the red tape. It takes people decades. And some people don't even make it in the industry at all. It's very, it took me a long time. I mean, it's like now I'm heavily connected, and I can, I have A-list friends, A-list directors. There's so many people that I know, cinematographers. I mean, I built like this huge database of people that, with their particular skill set to come on, for this project. I mean, our director alone has done over $1 billion in sales, and he's done some of the biggest movies out there. So, throughout my career, this database that I've built, I'm going to bring all of these people on and Web3. So it's like, I'm going to be giving jobs. I'm already giving jobs now to people in Web3, for design, for marketing. So, I've got people in Hollywood, but I've also got people in Web3, and I want to bring more jobs to people. And that's the whole purpose of Star Dogs, to get Web3 implemented with, Web2. So, as a Star Dog holder, you get all these, amazing perks, and benefits that, you'll never have access to within the industry. So it's like your chance to get involved, like on many, many, many different levels, and I'm very excited about it. I believe, there's nothing out there like it, and we're at the bottom, and I keep telling people and everybody listening, like, that's why, anything that you're involved in, especially with like elephant money, we're only in 5%, folks, 4 to 5% of the entire world. And that's what is so, so, so phenomenal, because it's like right now being at the bottom of Google or Amazon. And we're ahead of the pack. So everybody listening right now, if you're seeing this video, you're ahead of the pack. But with the Star Dogs, you get like the utilities that we have built into the project are great, are amazing. Because like if you hold one of our superstars, you're going to get like a role in the movie. And I'm talking like around like A-list actor. Like the people that we're talking to are like Mila Kunis, Channing Tatum, Joan Cusack. I mean, those are just some of the names. So we're very excited. I believe in bringing actual utilities with this, just like, elephant money NFTs do. So that's
right.
That's what I'm all about. So
right. We got to send you some more NFTs for sure.
Absolutely. Well, I'm very excited. I mean, I love the way that you do business. I love your community, that you can stake, to earn, a percent, and the elephant treasury, that's paid out in elephant token. I mean, that's really cool. So, and I just want everybody to know too, if you mint it's the rare black NFT, correct?
Yep,
gain access to the money in real life events. So that's what's so awesome. And that's the same thing with with the Star Dogs. You basically get, you'll be able to have access forever to all our red carpet events. So if you hold a certain NFT. So that's what's really exciting because, Elephant Money is doing the same exact thing. I really believe you're ahead of the pack, above anybody. I believe that for everybody that is with this community, you're definitely ahead of the game. So just got to tell you, I'm putting my stamp of approval. Bam, right there.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, you got the soundboard?
Yep. Gotcha. I got it all.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yeah, no. And that's what, when we just started talking, it just made sense. It just made sense. And if you have a black NFT, you're definitely gonna be able to meet Darcy face to face, not just this crusty mug, but you'll get some star.
You're adorable. That. I'm telling you, listen, I've met some people, okay? I'm just gonna say it. You are adorable, okay? So you stop that because there's some people I'm like, come on now, let's get the shaver out. Let's look, let's get the crustiness off the face now. Come on now. I mean, I tell you, there's people, when I come in my office, I mean, a couple times my assistant came in, I'm like, did you just roll out of bed and come in? Come on now.
Right.
I'm like, let's go. You got to make an impression here. So no, you're great. You're absolutely great. So you're adorable.
Oh, thank you. I'm still going to take you up on you got to hook me up with a good stylist out there or something like that.
Oh, absolutely.
Before you start
Shoot,
showing
what are you
me
talking
around.
about me? Are you kidding? That's what I do. People come to me. I've gone on sets and I'm like, oh, hell no, I'm not wearing that on camera. They put me on camera on some set. I'm like, I'm not wearing that. So, and then they're like, okay, how about this? I'm like, okay, I don't wear that. Because, sometimes, I mean, some of these, I mean, I've been on enough sets. I know what looks good, but especially for men, I have 3 brothers. They're all different sizes.
Right.
So, some things, listen, I love my men, but sometimes y'all don't know how to dress. Okay. Let's just call a spade a spade. Sometimes, when you're single, okay, you're like, wait, that was put together he's with a woman. Okay. And my oldest brother, I hope he watches this because Joe, what I'm talking about. Because you look like crap a couple times, bro. So, you look better now that you're married with Bonnie. So,
so the red carpet event you're going to tonight, can you say anything about that? What's going on?
Yeah, it's what they do is they do it once a year, and it's basically like a pop-up, but it's immersive. To where they have it's different, at different places all over, it's vegan. It's all vegan. So they're basically pushing, it's a company it's basically talking about veganism, and what they want to do is bring that show each world, you go in and it's an ultimate immersive experience, like a 3D. So, every room you experience, you go in, they give you let's say you're in France, they'll make it looks like you're right in France, with the AI technology that they have. And then they have the cuisine with it. So, it's pretty, they get 11 rooms. And so in each room, and it's I think it's 3,800, 3,900, 35,000. 35,000. God, I got my numbers right. 35,000 square feet.
Oh,
So
okay. Wow,
you got
that's
to think
big.
of how big it is. Yes. So
Yeah.
what they're basically wanting to get this out there. And, my publicist was like, hey, they really want you, Darcy, because they had like, it's like the Food Network. They had a vegan Food Network.
Okay.
And they had a big event. They had me there. A lot of press came, and so it was kind of like those cooking shows that they have out there, and but it was all vegan cooks and everything. So it was on the Food Network, and so then I went, and so now the same like company is doing this now, but it's like an immersive experience, and you go in, and they have all the celebrities coming tonight. It's like the kickoff for it. But just so you know, if you want to go, like, for people in LA, or they're going to have, it's just going to be a yearly thing because it takes so long to put together, because think if you're in another room and you're in China and you're eating the China food, so the 11th and 12th, it's of November the 11th and 12th. So if you go, the discount code, it's discount 2023 for 20% off. And they're only doing that for me. So it's called, V in Victor, VKind, KIND, experience.com. So VKindexperience.com, get 20% off. The discount code is 2023. And if you in LA, or if you want to visit next year, I'm sure I'm definitely going to talk to them again about, giving me another discount code. But I'm very excited about it because I'm not going to be eating anything, and I'm going to eat a lot of food when I get there.
Right.
But
Yeah,
after the red carpet. So,
right.
Little tidbit for everybody to know, if you're ever doing pictures or, you doing those holiday photos, don't eat any carbs or sugar, anything. Just eat protein and you'll look thinner. And then after you take the photos, then eat all the carbs you want.
I've been actually doing I've actually been doing like this sort of raw vegan thing for a bit, just like,
nice.
Sliced watermelon, peppers, green peppers and stuff. Those are my favorite.
Listen, I'm not total vegan. I'm just not. I mean, I have some people that work for me that are, but I will say, like I definitely have people on my team that are, they're total vegan. And so the lifestyle, I was a vegan for 3 or 4 years. And
I mix it up.
Yeah,
I mix it up now. But just trying to be more conscious of it, and and then I just love, and then once you do it, it's just it brightens you up.
I just need somebody to send me food. If you can send me the food, I just need somebody to send me the food because to me it's just too difficult to make. But I mean, I'll tell you, when you go to the Food Network, they had, the burgers tasted like burgers. They had these dishes that were unreal. I mean, you couldn't tell. It was just, you couldn't tell it was, you know what I mean? The chicken tasted like chicken, but it wasn't chicken. Right. It was like tofu or something. So, it was called Peeled. The show is called Peeled that I was on. It's a TV show. So, it's pretty cool. It's, it was on the Food Network, and that's what they're doing now. They're doing this event, and I'm very excited about it. So
nice.
If you guys go on my Instagram, I might be going Twitter live. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, but I know I'll be on Instagram and Facebook. So we'll show some behind the scenes. So today.
Yeah. That's great. So what do you think of this pop that we're seeing in the crypto market? Just like everything kind of jumping off the screens, green everywhere.
I know.
What do you think?
I think it's going to keep going up is what I think. That's exactly what I think. And, I've been telling people about this for a long time, and, you're going to get your negative skeptics, and you're going to have people say this and that. I don't like to be around that. That's the one thing that I love so much about UBT. I love that you're always so positive, because you can't have a leader that's like going to be like the doom of gloom. When things were a little more down, I said, hey, we're in a builder's market right now. And I feel like you saw the same thing. Yeah. And that's, I think this is just the beginning. That's what I really think. So right. I'm very excited. What do you think, BT? What do you think about it?
Let's see. I think if this Bitcoin ETF comes out, it's just going to be, you're going to have some of the biggest financial marketing teams in the world that already have the customers,
Exactly.
trillions under management. And, we, especially in the bull run, we've seen the road. You can literally see the money hopping from one coin to the next coin and back.
Yeah. And also the ETF,
Yes. But now, like, instead of it just like the money circulating in our little pond, we have this like oceans of money. And it's like just a little spigot, just a little, just a little pump, little pipeline coming to crypto, and it's just they're just going to turn it on. And I suspect at least 1% to 2% easy coming in over the next couple of years to diversify. And I think the other thing is the other major thing is crypto really satisfies a need that we have, that they have, that these money managers have, because they have underperforming portfolios that, and those portfolios are backing like pension funds and sort of defined benefit plans for retirees and things like that, whether it be for corporations or for municipalities or just something like simple as Social Security, right? So,
BlackRock alone manages $9 trillion.
And they're going to need to make those returns. A lot of these, like, if you look at the sort of pension plan, like in France and stuff, you have the current generation paying the people who are collecting benefits. Like it's going directly from the people that are working to the people collecting benefits. And now with something like Bitcoin, it becomes this sort of generalized rate lifts all boats type of thing. So I think it's gonna work out pretty well. I think, and maybe CZ will sell some Bitcoin and pump BNB or something. I don't know.
Well, now didn't Hong Kong just approve their first ETF?
Yeah.
They did. Didn't
they're working on it. I don't know if it went through, but it's going. It'll probably be at the same time or whatever. And their own Bitcoin ETF and a couple other things. I think it's a pretty exciting time for us.
It really is. It really is.
Yeah.
And I'm telling everybody, there's no reason why everybody listening and watching this video can't be a multimillionaire, if not a billionaire, when, with the way things are going and where we are, at the very beginning. I mean, we are technically at the beginning, meaning,
right.
I mean, you're thinking 5%, of the entire world. That's not a lot, really.
Right.
And NFTs, that's even less. So it's a very exciting time. And, and I'm just going to say it. I mean, listen, there's a lot of smart people in Hollywood to a degree, but a lot of them are stupid. They're not getting, I'll tell you, Ashton Kutcher is very smart because he knows about the tech world. But people try to get into it, but then I feel like they don't have the balls to stay in. They get a little, something a little bad happens and then they're like, they go whining away. So, I just have to manage, it's like to manage your money properly and, do your own research. That's what I tell people. But, I am really, 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 really excited about working, with you and the community. And it's really exciting, everything that's going on, because, just with everything the research that I've done and everything that you're doing, it's very, very exciting. I mean, just about the elephant money farms, the fact that they're taxless, and then you get high yield trust savings and the portfolio system that you have where you can pair your trunk, right?
Yes,
with your favorite, blue chip assets with the blue chip assets. That's pretty cool. That is really cool. So
I'm glad you like that.
I do. I love it. I love it. And, let me ask you something. Have you talked to the community about what charities or anything that they're interested in and on the, philanthropic side?
Yeah, so I got some updates. I don't know if I talked to you about this before, but we're looking to partner with the Boys and Girls Club of America.
Oh, I love them. I love
Yeah.
them. Oh, and I
Yes.
got to
Yes.
tell y'all, and I mean, I say this with the deepest, like, if y'all ever been to a Boys and Girls Club, it is fun. Oh my God. Like, you want to drop money. It is fun. It is fun to go to that. I've been to their charities, and I mean, they just do it with such class, and the children that they have come up, they have them do speeches, and they'll say, thank you to everybody. But, they had an event, they had it for celebrities, and, I went there and I donated money, and oh God, the event was to raise money for them. And it was such a fun time.
So the plan is to start a long-term partnership with them, take it national. So we have access to, a CEO of one of the clubs, like, because they're run kind of statewide and regionally,
right,
as sort of independent organizations or autonomous organizations. And so we have, like, pretty high level access to them, but we're starting out in Florida. So crypto capital of the world, Miami.
That's where I was born.
Yeah.
Dade County.
Yeah, Dade County. Yep, Miami-Dade. So Boys and Girls Club, Miami-Dade. Yep, and
that's where I was born.
And just to kind of wrap out this year, we're going to be sending about 100 children with their parents to Art Basel.
Oh, nice.
Right. So
that is so nice.
And then we'll also do a donation, and we'll also do an in-kind donation. So for as much money as we give to Art Basel, we'll give it to the kids. So basically they'll get free tickets, they'll get some Elephant Money T-shirts, and they'll get some exposure to Art Basel, something that's happening right in their backyard that they've never gone to before, because the tickets are on the pricey side.
Well, we got to do something too for the elephants at some point.
Yeah, I think first thing in Q1, let's figure it all out and just line everything up. I love working with you and your team. Shout out to Dylan.
Dylan, I know you're watching. What up? Yeah, Dylan's great. Dylan, just so everybody knows, Dylan Nelson, he is, he's what my partner with Real Vision Entertainment and Star Dogs, but he's also my business manager. And I got to tell y'all, I mean, he's one of the classiest, most honest, and I say this with, and I put my name and my life on the line for that. He's one of the most nicest, honest guys you'll ever meet in Hollywood, because it's a rare breed. It's like, wow, that's a T-Rex that just went down Hollywood Boulevard. It's a rare breed, He's just a really good person, and it's that's why we've been working together. I've had business managers when I first started out, and I've had people that I've met in the business, and I'll tell you, that's going to go in my memoir. Okay, so that's a memoir when on down the road when I'm really old and I'm like, I don't made all my money. I'm gonna just call a spade a spade. But he's one of the people that I could say that he's an amazing person. So he's like awesome. He's got the integrity like you. You guys have that same energy. So that's a good thing. There's a lot of people. You got to be careful in the business, folks. And especially, with community, there's people go in and they tell me they go into other spaces and people are negative and, and they can't ask questions. And you should be able to ask your leaders questions. You should be able to ask anything. I'm like, hey, I'm an open book. Ask me anything. Hey, I'll tell you when my next gynecological exam is. I don't care.
Yeah. She said she was a comedian, folks. She said she was a comedian, folks. All right.
BC's like, okay, Darcy.
All right, I'm gonna let.
I love can mess with you. You're so cute. I fluster you. I just love it.
I'm gonna unmute some of our people, some of our heavy hitters in the community. You guys know who you are. The folks that keep the lights on.
We'd love to keep the lights on, and we'd like a little heat with that too. That's awesome. It's getting colder.
Yeah, so I'm unmuting you guys. If I don't unmute you, no offense, but we got about 20 minutes, tops with Darcy. She's gotta go do her thing.
Yes, and I could be here all night with you all. So we're going to be doing other AMAs, and I'm excited to be able to talk to you and meet everybody.
All right. So we're just going to take a few questions. I think SK, you can speak if you're able to speak. Maybe we can start out with you. SK is like my right-hand man when it comes to doing this type of stuff. So, whenever I'm just stuck doing the code or something, he gets out and spreads the word, and he has a voice for radio.
Oh, nice.
But let's see. SK, are you available?
Let's see. Yeah, I stepped away. I am here. Hello,
Hi, how you doing? Uh-oh.
You're cutting out a little bit.
Cutting in and out.
Oh, are you in the car or something? All right. How about Money Man? One of our biggest whales in the community.
I like that, Money Man. That's a great name.
He was Money Man before he even joined. We've been together for about 7 years now.
My lucky number 7. There you go. I like that. If you're single, that should be your Tinder name, Money Man.
He's happy.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Money Man. What's up?
Yeah. Nothing. Actually, I have a lovely wife. Been with her.
See, there you go. Well, of course you do. Your name's Money Man.
Been together about 29 years.
Woohoo! All right, everybody, let's hear it up for Money Man. 29 years. I gotta do something. That's amazing. That is phenomenal. Well, so let me ask you something. What's the secret? I have 3 brothers, and they're all married, happily married, but I have taught them well. So let me just see, what is your secret ingredient for people listening?
My secret ingredient, let me think. Know who the boss is.
There you go.
And I told her, my mom knew I would be the best housewife a woman could ever ask for.
That's what she said. That is amazing. Y'all heard it. That is, there you go. I tell you, listen, me and a bunch of women, we were talking, we're like, what is sexier than a man, in some, in like some sexy underwear cleaning, just cleaning the house while you're just sitting there with your feet up. That's like sexy, you get to that point in life, you're just like, yeah, baby, vacuum it good. Oh yeah. Love it, Money Man. I love it.
Well,
your wife is very lucky.
I like to do breakfast. That's my
there you
gift.
go.
Yeah. But anyhow, best. Actually, I was just in Nashville the other week. We were celebrating a friend's 60th birthday.
Wow! Oh my God! Where'd you guys go?
Went to Legends, and we went to Florida, Georgia.
I know what Legends is.
Yeah, Florida, Georgia.
You went to saw the Georgia line? Florida, Georgia line?
Yeah, the bar, Florida, Georgia line house.
Right. Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, my mom and my dad, they love, my dad plays, my stepdad, but I call him Dad, but he plays the guitar. So they always go down on, Fifth Street, and play and watch all the bands and everything. So that's really cool.
Yeah, cool. Also went to Belle Meade, if you ever heard of that.
Oh, I live in Nashville. I still have a house there. So yeah, Belmead is that. Let's put it to y'all this way: it's like the Beverly Hills. Belmead is considered Beverly Hills. I have a buddy of mine who actually lives in Belmead. We went to school together, so that's Vanderbilt for anybody football fans. It's not too far from Belmead. To go the Vandy team.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool. Nice. It's small
How
world.
about
Tell people it's so small.
Yep. Nice meeting you. I'll let somebody else take over. Thanks for putting me on, BT. Much appreciated. Much love.
Oh, no
Nice
problem.
to meet you, Money Man. And, kudos to your wife. And congratulations, too, for being together for so long. That's awesome.
Thanks much.
How about Patrick from Cryptozoa?
Patrick, how you doing today?
Yep, I saw his mic go on.
It says he's speaking.
Hello.
Hi, Patrick. How you doing today?
Can you hear you?
I'm doing well. How are you, Darcy?
Good.
Yeah, good to see you too, Bankteller.
Hey, what's up? Patrick is like the guru of the written word in the community. Not only is he a sort of star blogger, article writer, contributor, across not just Elephant Money, but truly across this DeFi space. And he writes in a way that really it really brings people in, humanizes the whole process that is not really that, is not really that easy to understand. But he also helps organize and helps other people write as well. And so we have like a long running competition, or a competition that we do. We give out bounties every month to write. It's great. It's like, so he was like one of the first people to kind of help with our bounty program and just sort of help reward contributors and things like that. So, but yeah, like you might be working with him in the future,
Absolutely.
As we do some things, we're going to have to turn it into PR and all this other stuff. But Patrick, you got a quick question for Darcy?
I do. I kind of missed the first part of this interview, so pardon me if this is ready. You've already said it, but I've been pretty impressed by your crypto knowledge and the posts that you do on Twitter, or X, I should say now. And I was kind of curious, what's your background in, how did you learn about all this?
Oh, okay. Well, do you want to like I've always been in business since I was a kid. Just kind of starting. I mean, even my mother was like, "You're charging us to come see you and your cousin put, little plays on," and I was like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Okay, Tracy, you get this amount, and I get this amount. We bring the family over. We do this and this." So it started out when I was a kid, but I actually started out in Web3 about 6 years ago. A friend of mine, he invested into Cardano. And when it first launched, and so he told me some more about it. We were actually I had him over for the holidays, and we were just kind of shooting the stuff. And then the one thing anybody in the entertainment industry knows is that you take your platform, the smart ones, okay, even Tom Cruise, Brad Pitt, I mean, Angelina Jolie, Jennifer, everybody in the business knows that you take the platform, and even The Rock right now. I mean, he's got his own tequila brand now. So it's like everybody, you take that and you segue it to brands or other projects or real estate or whatever. So I saw that there was, I was like, he was telling me about it. And then I was like, wait a minute, I saw what he was doing well with the investment into the company. So, I started doing my research on it, and I invested in the company as well, and I made good money. So I was like, wow. From that point, I began researching, investing, other blockchains like Tron, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, and there was many others that I was looking at. So over the years, I just saw the growth in the space and the possibilities of what has to offer. And then I saw you know, people were trying to get into it, and they just, I feel like they just didn't have the balls to stay in it. Let's just be honest. I mean, you know, so I was like, okay, you know, I expanded to the NFTs, and I have a metaverse as well. I'm a co-owner of Income Island. And so it's just, I saw this was like, I'm like, this is the future. This is what everything is going towards. And, you know, I'm a very spiritual person, so I really feel like God kind of dropped it down on me. And I know this sounds weird, but, you know, when I made all the money off Cardano, I was like, wait a minute. It was weird. There was a show that came on Netflix, and it was talking about crypto. And it was, you know, so like, I got so engrossed into the series. I was just like, oh my God. And I saw the big picture. You know, I'm always a forward thinker, and I think everybody in this, you know, should be that way. But, you know, if anybody's interested in it, it's called The Startup. Not the Asian, there's an Asian version out there called The Start. It's not the Asian version. It's, you know, I can't think of the actor he played. God, he played, can't think of the, you would recognize him if you saw him. But anyway, it's, he played like a superhero or something, but, but I watched it, and I got so engrossed in it and the characters. And then it's kind of like, I saw the future, and it's just, I mean, really think about, if you want to go back in time, really look at in 1991, 1992. I mean, even that's when the internet really came out. You have to think about, look at where our cell phones are at. There were no cell phones, folks. Okay. And Money Man, I know you're listening. You know, I mean, you probably know, since you're invested into, you know, the Web3, and elephant money and everything, you should know that, you know, tech, the way it's going, and everybody else listening, it's just getting better and better and better. The advancements. I mean, I have to say that I really feel blessed to be involved in the Web3 movement, because we're at the ground level, and I see where things are going within Web3, and I feel we're beginning at one of the largest shifts in history. So the shift is not going to affect only the financial sector, but also technology, social engagement, you know, information storage and sharing, and more. You know, the advancement in Web3, folks, it's going to change our lives, as we know. So it's also connecting us, you know, as a society. So we're seeing people working together from all over the world in new and innovative ways. So who would have never had the opportunity to do so before? And it's really exciting, you know, that we're only growing from here. So,
right.
You know, I agree. Yeah. I think you're preaching to the choir, and especially, and, you know, with DeFi too, is kind of like the bleeding edge of the cutting edge. So it's nice to have someone like you along. What I've also been impressed is not just your knowledge, but your social media savvy. For example, your poll was very engaging, and I knew we would win it. I knew we would win it. But it's stuff like that, you know, it brings eyeballs from other programs too. So I really like seeing that. And then as you could see, the participation from the Elephant Group, you know, we'll just pile on to that. So we're ready to.
Absolutely. Well, you know, you have to have a great leader. And you know, I got to meet Money Man and you, Patrick. I mean, just, you all seem like such, you know, gentlemen and so amazing. So, you know, you have to have an outstanding leader. And, you know, BT is, I mean, I think he's brilliant. I also feel like, you know, he has an incredible perception of, you know, the future and what's to come, and with his community, and the fact that he's also into coding. I mean, that's impressive. And, you know, I'll tell you, I've met some community leaders, and I wouldn't have him in charge of my laundry. Okay. I'm just going to be honest. So, you know, and also a big shout out to Stinger as well. Stinger was vital in me coming together with the community. So I want to give my big shout out to him.
Thank you. I just want to say thank you to BT for Bounty. And Darcy, you know, I figured you're a really good fit for the project. So
You are, and hey, and then Stinger, I've got something for you as well. I've got to thank you too as well, and that's how I always operate. I'm always very thankful for. I mean, my mafia name would be the Connector. So you're now the Connector too, Stinger.
Okay.
You're the male version of the mafia. I'm the female version. But I do like to connect, companies. I like to connect brands, and I'll DM you, Stinger. But I just want to say thank you for introducing me to, BT. He's incredible. So thank you so much for that. And I love Elephant Money. Love him.
Thank you for everything you do.
That's great. Darcy, the more time you spend here, you're going to find out that this community is different than most communities. We don't talk about Lambos and this and that. This is there's a lot of wisdom in this community. The community does a lot. We're a volunteer first, organization. We're trying to be properly decentralized. But the caliber of the community is top notch.
I can feel that. I can feel the vibe, but it's also the energy that you get. You know how you all feel when, you're like at a campfire and it's all the food is delicious and you're with your friends and you're talking and you're just like or you're at the ocean and you're watching the ocean. There's campfire and your friends and it's just so cool. And it's like, you have these great stories, it's better than, when you go into another community and it's like, basically, you're at, I don't know, you're at a very stuffy like household and it's like, you're eating this food that tastes like crap. It's like caviar, but it tastes like, it could taste like dog crap and you're just like eating it and everybody's all stuffy and you're just not enjoying yourself. And, they're making you, wear your, tux or whatever. And you're very uncomfortable and you just want to get out of there. And the lady's with her dog, and she's like, her name's Fifi, and she's eating off the plate of tuna, and you're just like, I want to get out of here, man. This is terrible. So, I mean, I've been in communities where it's like, there's a very negative vibe. And I will say this, I'm very selective who I align myself with because of not only my name in Hollywood, but in Web3. So I'm very selective. And I am just over the moon with the community and BT because, unfortunately, I mean, listen, you're going to deal with, let's just say, we're all adults here. You're going to deal with assholes, okay? You're going to deal with assholes in business, okay? Unfortunately, they're everywhere, but it doesn't mean we have to be connected to them or deal with them, okay? It's like, being caught in a fart in church and you're just stuck there. Well, luckily, you can move, So I just have to say that, I'm really, really excited about, BT and the community and just talking, with Stinger and Patrick and Moneyman. I mean, just the vibe alone. I mean, Moneyman's been with his woman for what did he say? 29 years, 29. I mean, that's impressive. Yeah. That shows to me, it's like you want to, and I'm going to give a little bit of advice. When you work with someone, it's like you're marrying them in business. I tell people that all the time, it's like you become a work husband or, wife work, you're basically working together. And so, sometimes, and I'll tell you a lot of times, people, there's men on my team. They see me more than they see their own wives because we work together so much, production and stuff. But so, they're like, Darcy, I love that, you're funny, you get along. I get along with their wives, they're great. And their wives love me because I'm always like, it's Valentine's Day. You better go and get her something now. We better get, and I'm telling them what to get, I'm like, don't forget that. So, but, I've seen some of SK's videos as well. And I mean, I got to say, they're awesome. Yeah. They are really awesome.
Yeah. So. I wish his connection was better.
I know.
But, it's been great. I'm just checking the clock to make sure that we don't keep you so that you can do your thing for the rest of the night.
Well, it's a traffic for anybody that ever comes to LA. Okay. Just know the traffic is from hell, okay? And I always tell people, take a pee cup with you. You don't want to be caught if you want to go to the bathroom. Guys, you got a lot luckier than women. But take a pee cup, take some snacks, a water. You know, it's because you're going to be stuck. So someplace that'll take you 20 minutes will be an hour. So we have to, you know, me and my team have to go downtown. So it's going to take about 2 hours to get there. So we're just like, yippee.
That's
but
crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. And the traffic, you know, I've learned to deal with the traffic. I tell people Zen moment. You know, listen to YouTube, you can learn another language. Don't let it get you down. You know, I tell you, there's times where I do everything in the vehicle. I'm like, I always have a driver. So I'm always like talking on the phone or doing, you know, multitasking.
Yeah.
Eating, whatever I can do. But, I always like to start off something or end with something inspirational, if that's okay with you.
Go for it. Okay.
Well, I'm very big on inspiration. I'm very big on, you know, business, also having fun. That's kind of my brand, you know, humorous, being inspirational, mentorship. And something I want everybody to think of in terms of community of what we're all dealing with is one is better than one. Okay. And you'll hear what I'm saying. So Marvel's The Avengers, featuring Iron Man, Captain America, the Hulk, and Thor is not just inspiring for like comic fans. There's a huge lesson about the teamwork that you might not have paid attention to. So it's not just teamwork, but the value of the team themselves. So the Avengers lesson is that one is better than one. So meaning that one team is better than one person. So it is like a university, different from 5 people versus one person. All right, I hope you're following me. So a group of 5 can probably accomplish more than one person alone. But it's when those 5 people work together as a team, that's when the magic happens. So the hard part is making those 5 individuals, you know, put their egos aside, trust each other, and act as a team. So Captain America and Iron Man, they have a pretty different view of the world, and the compromise doesn't come easy, but they respect and they trust one another despite their disagreements. So, and they can see the value that the other brings to the table. So the abandonment of ego is what allows you to become part of like a whole collective that is greater than the sum of its parts. So when you're part of a team, a truly cohesive unit, all right, that functions with a single purpose, you can accomplish wonders. And that is why Elephant Money, BT, we're here to make a huge difference because we're going to be a cohesive unit. And one is better than one.
Love it. The herd provides, we're all members of the herd here. Each one of us, each one teach one is right. The way. Trust the process.
I love it. And so I just want to say I'm very spiritual. I do believe that, I am here for a reason. I love the community. I love you all. And I absolutely adore BT. And, you're an amazing leader. So let's grow the herd. Let's go.
Let's go. Thanks so much, Darcy. Thank you, everyone, for taking time to share this time with us, this moment in history with us. So,
absolutely.
But, you all have a great, amazing weekend. And we'll talk to you next time.
All right, everybody. Have a great weekend. Love you all. Bye.